So for wrestling news, this was a huge, insane week in the world of professional wrestling. First off, a short one. It looks like Buddy Murphy, now I think going by Buddy Matthews, might be showing up in AEW. Great wrestler. He was one of those small cruiserweight guys in WWE. Nobody really gave him a chance. Amazing wrestler. He's an Australian dude. Danny could probably do an Australian voice better than he can. Hopefully he comes to AEW. I would love to see that. He might be teamed up with Malachi Black and be part of the House of Black. Also, and this isn't even the biggest news story of the week, and that's insane. There's potential that Stone Cold Steve Austin might be wrestling at this year's WrestleMania.
Oh, that's wild.
This man's...
He doesn't have kneecaps. Like, how's he going to do it?
He wrestled with bad knees almost his entire career. They weren't going to get any worse.
He's going to come in with bionic legs.
Yeah, for real.
Honestly, what we need in a 2022 Stone Cold Steve Austin match, he comes out on an ATV. His music goes crazy. Everybody goes crazy. He drinks a beer, hits a stunner, hits another stunner, hits another stunner, drinks some more beers, goes back in the ATV, and goes away. That's all you need. And everybody's going to lose their minds, but like, this is the greatest WrestleMania ever.
Yeah.
He really does have it down packed to a science.
Yeah,
everybody
like, he's a
will
good
love
wrestler, but that's all he has to do at this point. And then we're all going to be like, you know what? That was a great match.
That was creative.
Yeah. That's funny.
And like I said, it's huge. Looks like he might be fighting against Kevin Owens. They've been teasing that Kevin Owens, for some reason, started talking trash about Texas.
Okay.
This WrestleMania is going to be in Texas. Stone Cold's from Texas. So it all makes sense. Also, Kevin Steen, I meant. Kevin Owens he does the stunner. That's his finisher. He started doing the stunner. He's the one person that Stone Cold gave the okay to do the stunner. So we might have a stunner versus stunner Mania. That's never happened. And then the bigger news story, which is insane, that Stone Cold Steve Austin come back to wrestle in 2022 is not the biggest story.
It's not the biggest.
Rhodes.
Yeah, I know.
And Brandi Rhodes.
I don't understand.
Have left AEW and are potentially, some people say very likely, going to go to WWE.
Why?
And
dude, you have to explain this to me.
Money talks, Eslam. There's a lot that goes into it. Cody, anybody who's a wrestling fan knows AEW was created by the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Cody Rhodes. They're the founders of AEW, the EVPs. Now Cody is leaving. His contract was up. All their contracts ended up finished at the same time, with the exception of Kenny Omega. He's a year after. And they had an option, like they do in sports. Jonathan, you know sports, where you have a contract and then there's an option for an additional year or 2 years, whatever. So there was an option.
Add on, right?
Exactly. There was an option for the Bucks. Tony Khan, the owner and president of AEW, he took the options, like, yes, I want the Bucks back. Also Hangman. And then for Cody, they did not take the option.
Yeah, testing the free agency.
Essentially, yes.
Wait, so Cody didn't take the free option, but it was...
I'm sorry, Tony didn't take the option. I meant Tony Khan, the owner.
So he didn't want to extend his contract.
Exactly. So that it turns into... It looked more like maybe Tony Khan didn't want Cody there.
Yeah.
So backstage, Cody, he's great. He has like 2 TV shows on TNT. One of them is now canceled after this news broke. But he's a great wrestler and everything, but he's kind of a headache backstage, some people would say. He wasn't as close friends as he was with the Bucks and Omega as he was beforehand. Some people say that's not true. Some people say it is. Only they know.
Okay.
And his contract was up. Apparently, he wanted more money. And then you look at all the people that have been coming into AEW, and I've been saying on this podcast, CM Punk is there. Bryan Danielson is there. Keith Lee just got there. Buddy Matthews might potentially go there. Malachi Black is there. It's like Adam Cole is there. The list goes on. All these big-name guys are there. Now, is Cody still going to be a big deal with all these other big deals in there? So Tony Khan might have looked at it. It's like, listen, Cody, you're great. You're awesome, but like, I had to spend a lot of money to get these guys in here. I don't know if I can keep you in the main event scene with the money you want.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
The business of it. That's the business.
I understand, but that's crazy doing that to one of the founders. Now, I
yes,
know
but
he
at the same time,
bankrolled
Cody's just like, I want more money. And Cody wants more money, and Tony's like, I can't justify giving you more money. This is all speculation.
No, I completely understand it's all speculation, and I'm speaking on your speculation.
I understand. Yeah.
Why wouldn't he want more money? He fucking without. Okay, let me ask this question: without Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega, these people starting,
there would be no AEW,
right?
It wouldn't exist.
Even if he got other he bankrolled everything, and I get that. But even with other wrestlers, do you think AEW would have become what it is without these people?
If it was other wrestlers, potentially, yes. But right place, right time. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess you answered my question because I'm just like, if the answer was no, then I'm just like, damn right, he asks for the money that he wants to ask for, and he should get it, right? Because he got you this, he got you something that's competing with WWE. That they won like that Wednesday Night Wars, I think.
The Wednesday Night Wars, they beat WWE.
Exactly. And that's because of them, their writing, their whatever. I'm sure there's other writers on there.
Overall, yeah.
But like obviously he's going to want more fucking money. He worked his ass off with these other like founders to do this. Why wouldn't who wouldn't ask for more money? And it was just like it's mind-boggling that like this is the shit that happens, and again it happens with football because he's a football guy, right? When you have like the perfect team, and then they just like fucking butcher it during the off season, be like, oh, I think we can make it better by doing this. Be like, no, they won the Super Bowl for a reason. Like leave them be.
But you know what? That's the thing you got to consider sometimes. So when you have the perfect team. And the problem that a lot of franchises have, because it's you're both technically right.
Yeah.
There's some times where it's like we should keep the band together because we can still win, but then there's other times where we kept the band together too long and we missed out on prime talent that was coming in because we were so caught up on the olden days. So now, am I gonna find talent like these guys that I'm signing to big money coming up if I keep paying you what I'm paying you? So they usually go to the older guys first and ask them to take a pay cut because you had been making big money for so long.
Yeah.
But again, if he feels he's worth that big money, all the more reason for him to walk in. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Again, this is all speculative. This is all, So if that is the case, hopefully there's no law of loss between them. He's like, I still think I'm this big dollar ticket guy.
It seems like everybody's cool with everybody
and stuff.
So,
So
that makes sense.
It's not like, hey, get the hell out of here. You're not getting more money. It wasn't like that. It's everything seems cool. One thing that did happen, so in terms of AEW storyline, so Cody has been turning into. Remember how I used to feel about John Cena, guys?
Yeah,
it's well documented.
Yeah.
So Cody was becoming that in the eyes of the AEW fans, where he's just like, okay, like he's the clear-cut good guy, babyface, okay, but maybe you should be a heel. And then he comes out, I'm never going to be a heel. And they're like, okay, so what if people just start booing you? Are you going to be a heel then? And then he doubles down. I'm not going to be a heel. I'm going to be even more of a good guy. And everyone's like, well, now you're such a good guy, we hate you.
Yeah.
So we're going to boo you even more.
Yeah.
And supposedly behind the scenes, Tony Khan was just like, hey, I think I should turn you heel. And Cody apparently was like, yeah, but I have this newborn daughter. I don't want her growing up seeing people booing me. Also, I'm like one of the heads of all your charity work. Uh-huh. I feel like a bad guy shouldn't be the head of your charity work. Also, I have these other 2 TV shows on the same network.
Yeah.
Should I be a bad guy and be booed? And there's yes and no. Like one, it's all storylines. We know it's not real.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are people who aren't aware of that. There are TV executives who are like, I see this guy getting booed every week. Why would I put him on the face of another network? They don't understand,
Yeah.
So it's like I get where they're coming from. So Tony Khan supposedly was. There was a statement, I forgot who said it or who reported it, but Tony Khan said the words, "I'm okay keeping Cody as a babyface for now."
Uh-huh.
And for now, this might be it, where he's just like, "Listen, I can't turn you heel. It's not working. You want to keep doing the same thing. Fans are booing you, and you're putting out these crazy matches." This man literally lit himself on fire in the middle of a match. Like he was literally on fire in the middle of a match.
Damn.
And he's
Wrestling
giving it
is
all.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Cody is insane.
Did he at least get the W?
Yeah, he was on fire while he was pinning the other guy.
It's the only way to win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ain't
it
no
wasn't-
way you pinning me for a 3 count if you on fire. I guarantee you.
So like he does the crazy stuff. He for the longest time he was the face of the company. But the thing is, over time, Tony Khan became the face of the company because it's his company.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. And if Cody goes to WWE, rumor has it they're gonna put him in the main event, as he rightfully should be. But WWE is run by Vince McMahon, and how often have I told you guys about Vince McMahon firing people, and getting rid of people, and people who should be in the spotlight are never in the spotlight.
Yep.
So Cody going there, everyone's just like, we hope he does well. He deserves it.
Yeah.
But is he gonna actually get the treatment he deserves in WWE?
Probably not.
We don't know. One of the biggest issues he had was with Triple H, and Triple H ain't there right now.
Oh.
So maybe, but I mean, all the best luck in the world to Cody and Brandi and AEW without him. But I don't know, man. This is wild. Like when I was reading this, I was losing my shit. Everybody in the wrestling world was losing their shit.
I saw you tweeted it, and I was just like, "What the fuck? Why?"
Yeah, the tweets were coming crazy.
I was just like, I saw that the statement that Tony Khan put out. He was like, "Best wishes to Cody and Brandi." Blah blah blah. I was like, "What is happening, man? Like, why is this happening?" Like, I don't know. Yeah. It was weird, but
and that's I haven't talked about Brandi, but she's
sense.
Another one. She was she was another one. She was the chief brand officer. She was in charge of a lot of different things. Also big with the charity stuff. She was big with like the women's side. Like there's a lot of wrestling women fans who don't get to like do stuff. So they created this whole thing just for like women themselves that Brandi was running, and it was like everybody thought it was like the coolest thing ever. So it's like they've both done a lot for the company, and they just felt that they were worth more. And you know, if you don't feel that way, then you should. They did get results. They did go out and they did do their best.
Gotta know your worth.
Yep, exactly. So I mean,
you gotta bet on you, man. Bet on yourself.
Away. Yeah, hopefully everybody walks away bettering themselves. AEW and WWE, of course. I want all wrestling companies to succeed. And also the Rhodes. I don't know how you say it, but yes.